Our price tag is raising expectations for Tesla's Shanghai-made model. The starting cost for the Model Y is more than $52,000 US. That is 30% cheaper than its initial price quote. And that has caused a buying frenzy at Tesla stores and website. The model was open for pre-sale orders back in August. Joining me now from Shanghai is Raymond Tsang. He's a partner with Bain & Company, a global management consulting firm. And Raymond, you just heard Tesla's new Model Y is getting a rush of pre-orders in China. What is the big draw for the buyers there? If you can describe the perception of Tesla and its brand.
Yeah, well, certainly this is very exciting to see the tremendous traction that this new model has came to the market and creating a lot of push and boost in the sales. And this is just in general not a big surprise to us, because from our previous study we have started to see that the tipping point of the rapid penetration of EV in China has been really approaching quickly. I think for this particular situation, we see strong evidence on a few things, right? One is when this cost of the EV are coming down, particularly for this particular situation, the price that Tesla is selling this Model Y is 30% under expectation, or at least 30% less than the previous imported model, has really created a very big group of people who will switch their mind from buying other EV or buying other ICE cars to buying this model. So this is a very, very big proof to the evidence of the price sensitivity of this market. But also what is more important is it actually shows that the acceptance rate for EV in Chinese consumer mind is gaining really, really high traction. And we actually have seen that almost 70% of the Chinese consumer are considering buying an EV as their next vehicle. So this is, again, another very strong evidence to prove that when the price and the cost is attractive, people will actually start really considering it.
And I think it's a nice-looking car, Raymond. It's a nice-looking car as well. How significant is Tesla's presence in China with its Shanghai factory there and the investment that Elon Musk has made?
Yeah, of course, this is tremendously important. Of course, as a brand, Tesla has a very, very strong brand in China, and particularly at the premium and the upper high-end segment. And also just by having this presence in China and in Shanghai, it's actually getting a lot of support, of course, from the government on subsidies, getting the license plate. And also what's most important also is that when they're getting more and more localization on their parts and production, they were able to bring the cost down and bring their scale up to actually make the cost and the price position that they have possible today.
You mentioned the growing popularity of electric cars, EV, in China. What about some of the Chinese car companies, like Chang'an, for example? Are people buying cars right now during this pandemic?
Well, I think just overall, I think in this year, the Chinese car market has been staying flat, maybe a couple of single percentage point down. But just overall, if we look at the EV segment, it has been growing, and it's almost approaching 1 million EV cars being sold in China, roughly 3 to 5% of the market. So certainly we are seeing good traction. Certainly some of the local and more of the traditional EV players at this stage may have a smaller share of that EV market, but things, of course, will continue to evolve in the coming couple of years when more models coming out from these local OEMs appears to the market.
All right, great insight, Raymond Tsang. Thank you so much for joining us from Shanghai. We appreciate it.